Hi there guys, so I'm just doing a quick video on the contents of what's inside Trekking the World. So I haven't done an unboxing because I've already opened this up, but it's a really beautiful game and I feel like I just need to share this with you all. So it's Trekking the World is a 2 to 5 player game for 10 years and up, and it can be played within 30 to 60 minutes. It's a Euro style game because there's elements of moving around and managing multiple agendas. The board that comes with this is just absolutely gorgeous. It's quite a large die cut map, as you can see here. Wow, it's massive. I absolutely love this. I don't know whether you can fully appreciate that on the camera, but you can see here, basically you have what's up in the top corner here, the journey log. You've also got elements of what's called traveling around the world, and basically the game with Trekking the World is you've got to go around the world, visiting locations, gathering mission cards, along with also collecting souvenirs from all the locations around the board. Now you get different locations available when you've got 3 or 4 player plus, but basically you can see here you travel around the map via airports for quick get from one region to another. So it's just a really beautiful board. Let's just close that up. But the big thing that I really wanted to kind of really emphasize with this is the game tray that comes with this, right? Not many board games do this, okay? The game tray that comes with this is done by Game Trays, I believe. And yeah, it's amazing. Look at this. We've got a really nice vacuum formed lid, but all the elements fit inside. So there's a bag for all your souvenir cubes. These are the souvenir cubes that you put around the world. You mix these up and you randomly draw them out and put them on the board. Obviously, more players, you cover more cubes on the board. You have your suitcases where you store your souvenirs in the game. Okay, when you've got more than one of the same souvenir, you gain goals for having the most souvenirs in that relevant track. But the goal is to get a souvenir in a row, because then you score these bonus points down at the bottom here. So if you manage to get 3 complete rows of 4, then you get 15 points. So yeah, very good. And of course, it's different whether it's a 3-player side. So 2-player mode, 3-player mode, the points are a bit more. So yeah, you get that in here as well. You also get a very nice little score sheet to total up all your relevant elements of the game. We've played this quite a lot, my wife already. I think we're like 3 rule sheets in. Full review is going to be coming to the website soon, guys. And then these are your player turn cards, which are really, really useful in the game because let's face it, we all like a quick reference. And then you have basically your locations around the world: Yellowstone, Serengeti, Torres de Paine, Halong Bay, Pyramids of Giza. Okay, all of these have your requirements to be able to take the points and get to these locations. So not only do you need to visit the location on the map, but you also need to have these combinations of cards that you've gathered as you play the game. But what's really nice about this, guys, is on the backs, yeah, we've got these Morocco cards. It has information all about it, yeah, charming and bustling and undeniable environment, this is facts about the relevant places. That's all real. It's some gorgeous information, and the artwork is stunning. I mean, look, check out Alhambra, Cliffs of Moher, Sydney Opera House. I mean, absolutely gorgeous. And of course, again, with the relevant, like the Great Wall of China, you've got different symbols here to capture the location. Okay, so that's those. And then, of course, you've also got the actual cards that you need to get these locations around the board. So as you're traveling around, you're discarding these to move numbers in that number of spaces around the board. You discard these based on the relevant symbols, like I mentioned to you earlier, in order to achieve goals and complete locations. Your destination cards. So that's those. Again, fits in the game tray beautifully. We've got little custom meeples for your characters around the board. Really nice. Again, another little storage section for it there. And then you've got a removable... I dropped them everywhere. Great. A removable section for all your little point tokens here. So I'm going to put them back in. I wasn't planning to do that at all on video, but hey, we all like a bit of a laugh and a giggle. I know I do, because let's face it, I make a right mess. And yeah, it's just really beautiful. I'm really impressed. I never expected that, you know, this to be have this inside the box when I first opened it. You know, it's all beautifully vacuum formed. Game trays have done a really nice job on this. The fact that this is removable means you can just put it straight to the board without having to do a stack of miniatures and scooping them out. And then these are additional goals and points that are hidden around the board. Again, dropping things, never a good thing. For capturing whole regions on the map. And then, of course, these are your souvenir cubes. It's just beautiful. It's just everything just fits away lovely in here. And I believe, I've not tested this, but I think there's space in here for deck sleeves. Okay, now that says something, because how often, you know, we all love our games, and fitting deck sleeve cards in afterwards, just, you know, they always spill out in your box. I think there's enough space. Look at the gapping. There's enough space in there. Okay. Then over here, you've got the most postcards, most clothing, and most crafts, most figures. Like I mentioned earlier on the suitcase, if you get the most in the relevant sections, so like we said, we've got most postcards, okay, which is here, most items of clothing, which is here, most crafts, which is here, and of course most figurines, which is here. You get the relevant ones. A bit like longest train in Ticket to Ride. If you've got the most, then you get that relevant extra bonus points. Okay, really nice, thick, decent cards, and of course there's different points values depending on the amount of players. So this is 3-player plus, this is 2-player plus. So it's just a really nice little touch. Rather than having more than one card, it's double-sided, and a bit like the suitcases, they're double-sided. And, you know, they just fit in the recess really nicely. It's just really well thought out. Great game tray. It's lovely. And then, of course, these are your journey cards, which are randomized for each game to make each game differently. And basically, you discard 2 of the same type of card in order to use that at the journey location. And then you can do the relevant actions. So this one says move up to 4 spaces and draw 2 cards from the deck. This one says move to any location with no cube or no souvenir cube and take a tour for 1 fewer icon. So the tours are your your big oversized cards. They're your tours. So it just makes it easier to get that tour. Okay, and they're all mixed up. They're randomized, so each time the game plays differently. Everything just fits in here beautifully. It's absolutely amazing. Of course, full review will be hitting the website, but this was just a quick video just to highlight the actual contents of this board game. Inside, the box is really nicely, beautifully designed as well. Trekking the world. You've got, like I say, that the art and the illustrations just stunning. Inside the box, there's your normal rules. Very simple how to play, but also they've highlighted that there's a video on how to play the game as well, which is even nicer. But it's very simple, very straightforward to follow. I absolutely love it. We absolutely love it. And of course, they have another trekking version of the game as well, which is National Park. So do check that one out as well. But lovely little postcard in here. About trekking the national parks here. So similar concept again, but slightly different style. And of course, they've got a little bit of information about Underdog Games. But it all just fits in beautifully. This game tray is just genius, and I like it when companies take the extra effort so all your elements fit in your box beautifully and comes out easily and just stacks away nicely. I mean, look, voila. Game packed away. Trekking the world. Check out the website, diaryofalinkingeek.com or doalg.co.uk for a full review that's going to be coming hopefully within the next week. In the meantime, take care, stay safe, and keep gaming, everyone.